You, yes, you, the one who feels everything a little too loudly and loves a little too much for people who rarely say thank you. Come here for a moment. Sit with me, in your mind if nowhere else. You can keep doing what you are doing, washing dishes, staring at the ceiling, scrolling through your phone just to feel less alone. Let my voice ride alongside your thoughts for a while. You are not crazy for caring the way you do. You are not dramatic for feeling the way you feel. You are not weak for being tired. You are a human being with a heart that has been in a boxing ring for far too many rounds and still chooses to get up anyway. That alone is proof that you are stronger than you think. You have spent so long over-loving, over-giving, over-explaining, that you have started to wonder if something is wrong with you. Maybe you have thought, why do I care so much when others seem to care so little? Why do I feel like the odd one out in a world that says, do not feel too deeply, do not ask for too much, do not make it awkward with your honesty? So let me say this clearly so that even the part of you that is used to dodging compliments has to stop and listen. You are love, not just loved by someone somewhere. You are love in motion. The care you give, the forgiveness you offer, the tears you cry when no one is watching, the way you show up even after disappointment, that is love. People who cannot see that are not proof that it does not exist. They are just not the right audience. You have been living as if the jury of public opinion gets to decide your worth. You measure your value in read receipts, unanswered messages, half-hearted apologies, people who only call when they need something. You have been waiting for the world to clap so you can finally feel like you are enough. But here is the truth that might sting a little before it sets you free. Some people will never clap, not because you are not worthy, but because their hands are full of their own fears, their own jealousy, their own emptiness. You could give them sunlight and they would complain about the glare. You could bleed kindness and they would ask why you made a mess. You cannot build your sense of self on that. You do not have to impress anyone to be enough. Read that again inside your mind. You do not have to impress anyone to be enough. Not your family, not your friends, not social media, not the people who broke you and then blamed you for bleeding. You are enough when you wake up and your hair is doing acrobatics. You are enough when you are too tired to answer messages. You are enough when you say yes and when you finally start saying no. You are enough when you are productive and when you can barely make it out of bed. Your value does not go on sale just because you are having a rough season. You worry a lot about what people think. You replay old conversations like a favorite song, except it is not your favorite, it just refuses to leave the playlist. You wonder if you said the wrong thing, if you were too much, too sensitive, too needy, too honest. You twist yourself into shapes to fit what you think people want. No wonder you are tired. You are not a person to yourself anymore. You feel like a constantly changing performance. Here is a small, slightly rude but loving secret. Most people are not thinking about you as much as you fear they are. Their minds are busy with their own doubts, their own anxieties, their own messy thoughts. The scene you keep replaying for hours, they barely remember. You have been sentencing yourself to life in a prison built from your imagination, guarded by opinions that are not even real. And even when people do think about you, their opinion still does not define the truth of who you are. Someone can look at a diamond and call it a stone. That does not change the fact that it is a diamond. Their description is not the same as your identity. You are not here to audition for acceptance. You are here to live, to feel the breeze on your face, to laugh at random nonsense, to find small pockets of joy in the middle of your chaos, to heal at your pace, to grow softer without disappearing. You may feel like you are floating in your own little universe, like no one understands just how tired and tender your heart is. It can feel like you are shouting underwater, like your sadness is something you must carry alone so you do not burden anyone. But listen, you are not the only one who has cried quietly in a bathroom, then wiped your face and went back out acting normal. You are not the only one who has given and then wondered who would show up for you if you stopped. There are many hearts like yours, scattered across the world, beating with the same exhausted hope. When life keeps hitting you, it is easy to start believing that you are the problem. Maybe you think, if I were stronger, this would not hurt so much. If I were smarter, I would not make these mistakes. If I were more important, people would not treat me this way. But your pain does not mean you are failing. It means you are alive in a world that can be careless with delicate things. Some of the things that broke you were never your fault. People who did not know how to love you, circumstances that fell apart, chances that never came, loss that ripped you open. You did not cause all of that. You have simply been surviving it. Survival is not pretty, but it is powerful. The fact that you are listening right now means that every bad day so far has failed to destroy you completely. You have walked through so many fires that you do not even notice the smoke anymore. You call it being tired, but what you are really carrying is a record of every battle you have fought while pretending you were fine. You are allowed to put some of that down. You do not have to carry the world. It has its own axis. You are allowed to choose yourself. That is not selfishness, that is oxygen. Even the most generous heart will eventually crack if it never gets to rest in its own kindness. So let us do something simple together, right here. No candles, no rituals, just you and your breath that has been with you from the beginning. Take a slow inhale, as deep as your lungs will allow without forcing it. Feel your chest rise, even if just a little. Hold it for a moment, then release it gently. That is it, nothing magical, just proof that your body is still choosing life with every inhale. Repeat this a few times while I talk. You do not have to close your eyes unless you want to. Just notice that you are still here. You may not feel strong right now. You may feel like a thin thread being pulled by too many hands. That is all right. Strength is not always loud. It is not always standing on a mountain shouting affirmations. Sometimes strength is simply deciding to live through one more sunrise. Sometimes it is washing one plate, sending one message, drinking one glass of water, asking for help when your pride would rather keep quiet. You are not behind in life. You are not late. You are on a road that is unique to you. Stop comparing your journey to people who did not have to survive what you did. They did not walk through your storms, so of course their timeline looks different. There is no prize for finishing fastest. Life is not a race. It is more like a long walk with rest stops, detours, wrong turns and unexpected views. You have spent years being there for everyone. You have been the safe place, the listener, the fix-it person, the comforter. You answer calls at odd hours. You say, "It is all right," even when it is not. You patch up other people's hearts while yours is held together with invisible tape. Now hear this with love. The rescuer also needs rescuing sometimes. The healer also needs healing. The strong friend is allowed to say, "Today I am not okay." You do not have to earn rest by breaking completely. You are allowed to take a break before you collapse. That is not a luxury. That is basic maintenance for a soul that feels everything. Maybe life has hit you recently with news that knocked the wind out of you. Maybe you lost someone. Maybe a relationship ended. Maybe your dreams got delayed again. Maybe money is tight and the future feels like fog. You look around and wonder, how much more can I take? Why does it feel like the universe has my name on the hardship list? I will not insult you by saying everything is fine, because right now it probably is not. Some things really did hurt you. Some things really were unfair. But I will say this. This is not the end of your story. It is a chapter. It might be a long one with pages that feel heavy and sentences that drag. Yet there is more after this. There will be days when laughter returns to you unexpectedly, like a song you forgot you loved. There will be people who know how to hold you without making you feel small. There will be moments when you catch yourself smiling and realize you went a whole hour without feeling crushed. Healing does not arrive like a parade. It sneaks in quietly through small changes and gentle days. Right now your job is not to figure out the entire rest of your life. Your job is to be kind to yourself in the middle of this part. To stop hurting yourself for already being hurt. To stop calling yourself names in your head that you would never use on anyone else. You are not a burden. You are not too much. You are not unlovable. You are not a mistake. You are not disposable. Those are lies your pain tells you when it is tired of being ignored. You have been listening to those lies for so long they sound like facts. Challenge them, even a little. Ask yourself, if my friend were feeling what I am feeling, would I speak to them the way I speak to myself? You know you would not. You would be gentle. You would remind them of their good qualities. You would tell them to rest. You deserve that same softness. Sometimes we keep chasing people who do not see us because we are secretly hoping they will validate something inside that we do not believe yet. We think, if this person finally loves me properly, I will know I am worthy. If this one finally apologizes, I will know I matter. That is dangerous. You are giving the keys to your peace to people who have already shown you they cannot even handle their own. Bring those keys back. Your worth is not up for debate. It was not created by their approval, so it cannot be destroyed by their rejection. People leaving is painful, but it is not proof that you are lacking. Sometimes it is evidence that you have outgrown the version of yourself that tolerated crumbs.